Welcome to DiscoveryTime Anytime. My name is Miss Katie, and this story time is brought to you by the Phoenix Public Library and First Things First. Today we're going to be talking about volcanoes. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead and do our hello song. So let's get those hello hands ready. Okay. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. Welcome to Discovery Time. Grown-ups, our early learning message of the day is, when we give children chances to explore new things, it helps them learn science skills. Science skills help with problem solving, math, and learning new vocabulary. So, today we are going to be talking about volcanoes. So we are going to read a book called Volcano. It has the exclamation mark on the end, so you have to say it like this. Volcano! It's written by Marion Dane Bauer and illustrated by John Wallace. It's published by Simon Spotlight, which is an imprint of Simon & Schuster, and it's read today with their permission. So without further ado, volcano! Okay. Once, our entire Earth was made of hot gases. The gases cooled into hot rock. A thin crust formed over the rock. Volcanoes spewed melted rock and steam from inside the Earth. The steam formed clouds, then fell back to Earth as rain. The rain made oceans, rivers, and lakes. The world we know was born because of volcanoes. Today, volcanoes still shape our world. Beneath Earth's hard, cool crust, the rock is hot and mixed with gases. This rock is called magma. See this down here? Magma. Hot magma is lighter than the cool rock above, so it pushes up and up. It gathers in magma chambers. The magma builds and builds until it finds a crack or a hole. Then it escapes onto the crust. Volcano! Some volcanoes are red. They spit out red hot melted rock called lava. Some volcanoes are gray. They spit out rock and ash. Lava forms mountains and islands and plains. Ash makes the soil rich so plants can grow. But watch out! When a volcano erupts, get out of the way! We are too small and too easily broken to stay close by while our Earth is being made new. The end. So one thing that the book mentioned was when lava is underneath the Earth's crust, it's called magma. But when it's above the Earth's crust, once it's out, it's called lava. So it's the same thing. We just have two names for it. When it's inside, and when it's out. So, how fun was that book? It was great, huh? So one way that you at home can be an amazing scientist is empowering your skill of observation. That is a science skill that anybody can use. So we are going to use our powers of observation, and we're going to use our 5 senses: hearing, sight, smelling, tasting, and touching, and we're going to explore some volcanic rock. So I have with me a lava rock. See? Look at that lava rock. So we are going to use our 5 senses to observe it. So let's start with touch. Let's touch the volcanic rock. You know, it's not smooth. It's rough and it's hard. It's a bit scratchy. So let's touch. It's not dirty because I washed it before bringing it in. But before, it was pretty dusty because it had been outside where lava rocks live. Okay, so that's touch. The second is hearing. So let's listen to it. Do you hear anything? I don't hear anything. Okay, so it doesn't make sound by itself, but what if like I knock it on the table? Do you think it'll make noise? Let's find out. It does, it makes noise. Okay, so it can make noise, but it doesn't make noise by itself. So that's touch, hearing, sight. Let's use our eyes. So I see a rock. It is roughly, it's as big as my palm. It's about 1 inch tall. It's a dark red color, like a red maroonish brown. There's some black in here. If I look really closely, it looks like there are little tiny specks of other rocks trapped in it, which means it is not made up of one mineral, but many. So that's cool. So lava is formed when that magma gets shot into the air, gets shot outside of the earth and coats on top of our Earth's crust. So of course it's going to pick up lots of other minerals and rocks with it while it travels. So that's really cool. And it's very bumpy. Okay, so that's touch, hearing, sight, smell. You ready to smell it? It smells like a rock. I wish I could tell you more. Yep, that's it. Okay, finally, taste. Should I taste it? So I washed it beforehand so I could taste it. So if you're going to taste any rocks, make sure your grown-ups wash them first. And make sure your grown-ups say it's okay. I'm going to taste it, okay? It tastes like a rock. Okay. Let's say goodbye to our volcanic rock. Bye, lava rock. Okay. So that is our exploration of our 5 senses of our lava rock. Another way to build that big, amazing brain of yours is by singing nursery rhymes. If you happen to know 6 nursery rhymes by the time that you're 4 years old, you are well on your way to becoming an amazing reader. So I'm going to teach you a new song. It goes to the tune, I'm a Little Teapot, but it's called I'm a Little Volcano. So we'll sing it twice. Okay? Are you ready? Okay. I'm a little volcano here burning hot. Here is my crater, better watch out. When my pressure builds up, I erupt, and my lava just spills out. Okay, should we do it one more time? Okay. I'm a little volcano burning hot. Here is my crater, better watch out. When my pressure builds up, I erupt, and my lava just spills out. Good job! That's amazing. So let's talk about volcanoes. The study of volcanoes is called volcanology, and it is studied by volcanologists. And these are scientists that study volcanoes, and they study how our Earth is being formed. Volcanology is a subset of geology. Geology is the scientific study of our Earth and all of the rocks and stuff that makes up our planet. So, as it said in the book, our Earth is constantly changing and evolving, and that is partially due to volcanoes. Volcanoes are constantly making new Earth for us by spitting magma out on top of our crust and making lava. So, there are 3 types of volcanoes on our planet. There are active volcanoes, dormant volcanoes, and extinct volcanoes. So, active means alive. Dormant means sleeping, and extinct means dead. So, Active volcanoes are volcanoes that have erupted at least one time in the last 10,000 years. Is that a long time? It is to us, but not for our planet. 10,000 years is pretty quick. So, if a volcano has not exploded in the last 10,000 years, then scientists use other clues like lava flow, ash emission, gas emission, to find out if our volcano is dormant or sleeping, or if it's dead or extinct. So scientists will use those clues to figure out if our volcano is active, dormant, or extinct. So Arizona has thousands of extinct volcanoes. But did you know that we have 2 active volcanic fields? We do. So the first one is the San Francisco Peaks. That's the mountain range just north of Flagstaff. We have the San Francisco Volcanic Field. The most recent eruption up there is a little mountain that your parents or grandparents or grown-ups might know as Sunset Crater. Sunset Crater erupted about 1,000 years ago. Oh, wait. 900 years ago. I'm checking my notes. Sunset Crater erupted about 900 years ago, and the top of the mountain just like blew off in this huge explosion. So that's the San Francisco Volcanic Field, and there's a national park up there. So if you want to go visit it, you can. Our other volcanic field in the state is the Unicaret Volcanic Field. It's on the north rim of the Grand Canyon, and that one erupted about 1,000 years ago. So they're probably not going to erupt anytime soon, so you don't have to worry about that. But those are our 2 active volcano fields in the state of Arizona. Now, if you want to see some more active volcanoes with current lava flow and ash emission or gas emission, you can check out the Hawaiian Volcano Observatory in the state of Hawaii. The United States Geological Survey, or the USGS, has active webcams on 2 volcanic fields in Hawaii. So I'm going to look at my paper so I read this correctly. We have Kilauea and Mauna Loa. I really hope I didn't butcher those pronunciations, but those are the 2 volcanoes that are constantly erupting at the Hawaiian Volcano Observatory and Hawaii Volcano National Park. So if you want to check those out, you can go to their website. It's www.hv.usgs.gov/CAMS, CAMS. And you can check out active lava flow at Hawaii Volcano National Park and the Hawaiian Volcano Observatory. So I know you just didn't come here to talk about volcanoes. You came here to see one. So our craft today is making a volcano at home. So what you're going to need is baking soda, food coloring or tempera paint, a teeny tiny bit of water, and some vinegar. So what you're going to do is you are going to take your baking soda and you're going to mix it with paint or food coloring and just a little bit of water until it gets to the consistency of wet sand. You want it to be moldable so you can put it into your container to shape your volcano. I use these little paper cups, and I squished the colorful baking soda in, and I compacted it, and I made sure it was really packed in tight, and then I let it dry for 48 hours. And then when it's done, so I'm going to take it out so you can see it. So I put red paint and baking soda in the middle and brown baking soda on the outside to simulate a volcano. So you're going to do that, and then you're going to have to wait 2 days. And I know, I'm so sorry. But once you're done waiting, you get to erupt your volcano. So all you need is your baking soda volcano and some vinegar. So you can pour the vinegar on. You can use a pipette or a straw. I've got a straw today. So we are going to erupt this volcano. Are you ready? Oh, look at that bubbles. Look at it go. This Mount Phoenix Public Library is really starting to erupt. Whoa. Okay. Should I just pour the rest of the vinegar on? Yeah? Okay, are you guys ready? Wow! There it goes. Eruption! So this is a great craft that you can do at home with your kiddos. There we go. Look at that volcano go. Oh my goodness. So this is just baking soda and vinegar. When you mix baking soda and vinegar together, they erupt, which doesn't smell great, but it's fun to look at. So there you go. There is our volcano, and you can make one of these at home too with your grown-ups. So our last activity that we're going to do is we are going to sing our ABCs. If we know our ABCs, then by the time we get to start to learn how to read, we are going to already know our letters, so we can really marry the sounds of the letters to the printed letter. So when we sing, we're going to go real slow through L, M, N, O, P, so we can hear those letters. You ready? Okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Good job! So, our e-resource of the week, in addition to the Hawaii Volcano National Park webcams, the Hawaiian Volcano Observatory webcams, so the USGS, is the Arizona Science Center. So if you go to www.azscience.org/learn, there are so many fun activities and science experiments for you to do at home with your grown-ups. You can also get to it through our kids page on Learning at Home tab. So the Arizona Science Center is here in downtown Phoenix, and it has got so many cool things there in the building and online. They've got so many fun activities to do. So go ahead and check them out. They have lots of science experiments that you can do at home with your grown-up. So check it out, www.azscience.org/learn. So, did you guys have fun learning about volcanoes today? I did. So grown-ups, our early learning message of the day is, when we give children chances to explore new things, it helps them learn their science skills. Science skills include problem solving, math, and learning new vocabulary. So it is time to say goodbye, but then that means you just get to go explore volcanoes. So I think that's totally cool. So let's get our goodbye hands ready. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. Thanks for coming to Discovery Time Online. I hope you had fun. I'll see you next time. Bye.